I think it's time to do this. It's time to go on a low buy year. Let's get into why I am literally coming off of the best financial year of my life. I made more money than I've ever made, and I came off of that year saying, you know what, something needs to change because we have a problem. And I think this problem is just gonna snowball, and then I'm gonna end up in a really bad position, and I'm gonna hate myself for it. I just had my 12-year YouTube anniversary. They sent me a cute little email. I thought maybe they'd give me like an Arby's gift card or something, you know what I mean? 12 years. This is how you show your appreciation for me? Don't worry about it, it's fine. All the Arby's went out of business around me anyway. So I've been doing this content creating thing for a long time. I have found lots of success. First year, I wanna say I made like 14, 15 grand, don't quote me on that. The next year, I doubled that. The year after that, I more than doubled that, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I've been able to find really great success, and I'm mentioning all this because I've watched a lot of these like no buy, low buy, no spend videos, and usually people tell you where they're coming from, and a lot of people want to save money. You know, that makes sense. That seems like an obvious reason. But some people just want to change their habits. And I am in that second category. Just because I can financially afford to make these dumb ass decisions doesn't mean I should. Girl, it's hard to look at yourself and have that conversation and come to that reality and then actually do something about it. That's where we're at. We're doing something about it. I actually started my low buy year, and we're gonna call it a low buy year just because of the nature of my job. I'm still gonna have to spend some money, but I have some pretty strict rules. So we're gonna call it a low buy year. And I did start it a few weeks ago, so I do have a little bit to report on already, but we're gonna break down why it is that I'm actually truly doing it, what my rules are, like what are the stipulations here, and ultimately, what are my personal goals. The reason I'm choosing to share this with you guys is because, according to my last video, which, just sidebar, thank you guys so much for everyone who decided to just take a minute out of their day to comment on that video, to tell me that my vlogs meant something to you, to just share what you're going through and be vulnerable online. Like, I read all of those comments. I appreciate even the critical ones. I am just like, really, genuinely, thank you. That was like such a boost for me, and I didn't deserve it. I want to share this with you guys because I know that a lot of you are also interested in kind of going on your own, you know, financial journey, if you will. Last year I signed up for Rocket Money, and I think I signed up in the summer, and they send you these like weekly emails, and I started getting this email and it would say insane things like, you spent $47,000 this month. That's 4% less than last month. I spent what? On what? Where is it? Where did it go? 6 months of emails like that really kind of started to tear me down a bit, started to shake me to my core. I didn't understand how I could be spending so much money. I didn't think I was like a shopping addict. I didn't think that there was a real issue there. Those are big numbers that don't make any damn sense, because what? When I do update videos and stuff in the future, I do plan on sharing some actual infographics and stuff like that so you guys can see kind of breakdown of spending as I get a hold of it. But in the meantime, we're just gonna dive into the actual reasoning behind this whole thing. So why am I doing it? One, I'm clearly overspending. There's no excuse. There's no reason for me to be spending thousands of dollars every week. That's ridiculous. We're out of control. Number two, impulsive shopping. I will not think before I spend money. I don't feel it. It's not even real to me. So impulsive. I buy the stuff because I think some thought about it. It's gonna make me a better creator. It's gonna make me a better mom. It's gonna make me prettier. It's gonna make my skin look nicer. It's gonna make my lips look juicier. It's gonna make my coffee taste better. And then it doesn't. And it doesn't matter if it's a $20 purchase. In fact, when it's that little, I'm like, this is so silly. Why am I spending $20? Let me add enough in here until it's $250. Let's make this worth it. It's asinine. I want to stop being impulsive when it comes to shopping and spending money. There are two reasons for that. One is obviously the spending of the money. Two, and this leads us into reason number three, is that I have too much stuff. There is an absolute outrageous abundance of stuff in this house, and it is driving me up a freaking wall. And I'm sure many of you can probably relate. to just having too much stuff. Reason number 4, because I grew up poor and I grew up struggling, and even into my adulthood I was struggling and I needed financial assistance, and because I know that feeling so well, I developed this like scarcity mindset where I wasn't like the people at the store during COVID buying all the toilet paper. However, I buy and buy and buy because I think like, what if one day I don't have this job? At least I bought 7 cameras while I had the money coming in. At least I have all these books I can read. I don't have to buy them later if I run out of money. This mindset, the same thing with food, you guys, and it's horrible with food because the food goes bad and then I'm like, you're a stupid idiot. Like, why do you keep rebuying stuff? And I'm sorry, because I talk to myself pretty I'm pretty real with myself, okay? But yeah, I'm not saying you should talk down to yourself, but this works for me. Why do you keep buying stuff before you even run out of stuff, or buying like 6 of something and then you don't want it? And now because you have so much of it, leading us into the next point, you don't appreciate it. I have lost all appreciation for everything. I have lost appreciation for PR boxes that I get in the mail. I've lost appreciation for any clothing. I do not know how to appreciate a gift. I am quite possibly the worst person you could ever give a gift to. I'm so impulsive and it makes me a terrible gift receiver. And that might not seem like a big problem, but when you have people close to you that are putting time, effort, and money into doing something for you and gifting something to you, and you can hardly even feign appreciation because you just know, well, thank you. Thank you for this candle. I have 17 others that I hand selected from Anthropology, so I'll probably never burn it, but thank you for trying. Like, what? Now, if I didn't have all those other damn candles and I was running low, I would appreciate the hell out of that candle, right? Like, so I want to get back to a place of appreciation. And I think that means that I have to stop spoiling myself all the time. And it'll allow that to naturally re-enter me. And I can say that already for sure, because when I did get this PR package yesterday, I was so excited. I didn't know what was in it. Turned out to be a new mascara. Lovely. I was excited because we have rules with this challenge, and not buying things like this is one of them. Now, the biggest reason that I'm doing this, by far 100%, the for sure number 1 reason that I'm doing it is because all of this negative stuff that I just said about myself, I'm instilling this stuff into my kids. I'm making them into people that can't appreciate what they have because they have such an abundance. They can't use what they have because they have such an abundance. I don't want to have those kids that don't know how to appreciate anything, because I have created a lifestyle for them where they just can't. You can't expect them to be excited for that new video game I bought them when I bought them 9 games that month. It's like impossible. So that's my biggest thing, is that I don't want to see these negative things in myself, this impulsiveness, this inability to appreciate things, this overabundance of I don't want to see these things in my kids. And I'm seeing them, and I would need to nip it in the bud, because at this point they're teenagers, they're 13 and 14, but I still have full reign kind of over their lives right now, and I have a few more years here before they, leave the nest, and I want to send them off on proper footing. How am I going to do these things? I'm still working the kinks out. There are definitely things that I've done that have really helped, like I unsubscribed. Like for me, shopping, I'm an impulsive shopper. I will see something and I'll just buy it. And I don't think twice. Like, I'll sit down on the couch, I'll grab my phone, I'll scroll for 45 minutes. And in those 45 minutes, I could have spent $2,000. And in order for me to stop that, one, I have to literally put my phone down. And over these last few weeks, I have stopped having it with me every single second. I stopped wearing my Apple Watch except when I am actually working out. Like, I'm actually actively working out, I put it on, but then I take it off. And just not having notifications. Unsubscribing from all text message notifications. Just every single time I get one, I just reply stop. And it stops every single one. Unsubscribing from my emails, oh my gosh, that takes so long. But every single time I get one that I don't ever want to see again, I hit unsubscribe, unsubscribe, unsubscribe. And some people make it very difficult to unsubscribe. That has been crucial, because if Altered State isn't telling me it's my last chance to save 30%, I'm not thinking about it. It's not in my brain. except when I see it. And because I've unsubscribed from so much of my emails and my text messages, I get less emails and text messages, way less. And it causes me to not need to pick up my phone so much because there's not as many notifications going off. So in addition to that, I've also stopped scrolling as much, and that I think is just a byproduct of all of this. I don't want to sit there and scroll because I know I'm going to be inundated with products and ideas. And what's so funny is I was doing a great job just not scrolling. And then yesterday I opened up Instagram because I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm an influencer, if you will. I'm a content creator and I still need to know what's going on. So I decided to open up Instagram and I was like, I'm gonna spend, 30 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, scrolling through Instagram to see kind of, what's happening, right? What's been happening the last 2 weeks. I scrolled and I saw this tote at Barnes & Noble. And it's so cute, you guys. It's a heart and it's so cute. And I saw a video and somebody's like, going to get the viral tote from Barnes & Noble. And I was like, what viral tote? I don't know about this viral tote. So then I saw that and I was like, wow, that was really cute. Get out of here. I immediately forced myself to get out of it. I see another video 5 videos later. Getting the viral tote, and then it's like an unboxing. We're unbagging the viral tote, and I was like, oh god, now I want the viral tote from Barnes & Noble. It's that simple. Do I need a tote? No. Do I tote things around? No. And if I did, I should probably use those stupid bags that I bought that are sitting over there that I never use because I don't want to use them because they were never conducive to my lifestyle, but I bought them anyway. Less time scrolling. However, I'm still a human being living in 2025 and I'm still very much consuming content, but I'm consuming it on YouTube and I'm being way more particular about it. And I love it. I love it. And you guys are gonna see a shift in my content purely based on that. However, at the end of the day, I do have a job to do and I'm currently kind of categorized a certain way. And while I'm shifting who I am and what I'm doing, I do, if you came to realize there, spend a lot of money, I got a lot of bills, I still have to work, right? So I'm going to be kind of managing this shift and I don't know what it's gonna look like in these next few months. I'm hoping by the end of the year I've settled into a better sort of place, a better category, if you will, and we'll see how this goes. We'll see how it goes. 1, no more buying random items for the kids or for the cats. The cats don't even ask for the items. I just bring them home and they get excited about it for like a minute and a half and then it just goes into this pile. Same thing with the kids. I'll go to the store, see something, think they'll like it, bring it home. And they probably will like it, but they won't care about it. And I'm done doing that. And because I didn't want to like shock the kids into this, what I did, so this is a little, but so like 1A here, what I did for the kids is I created a new chore system. So just full disclosure here, I work for a company. I own the company. I am the company. You're looking at the company right now. But me, Sarah Ray, the girl who exists offline, she gets a paycheck. She is a salaried employee of this company. So are her children. So we all have salaries. We all get paid. However, that's them, the employee that gets a salary. That money is allocated for my kids, for their future. It's allocated for some fun stuff, but it's allocated for them. However, Sarah and her babies, Sarah and her kids, this is a separate entity. And this entity right here, this one gives her kids chores and gives them allowance. So they get $18 a week, which is a lot for a teenager who doesn't need to buy anything. They don't need anything. I supply all of their needs. All of their necessities are met. Many of their wants are met. I don't make them pay for activities, etc., right? So they get $18 a week. They have more chores than they had before. It's a weight lifted off of me. It's wonderful for them because it's just enough money to really keep them very interested. It goes into an account. They have their own debit cards. They're free to spend that money on whatever nonsense they want to spend it on. And it's been amazing because when they ask me for something, I say, no, I'm not going to buy it. But you are fully within your right to buy it. I have no problem with you spending your money to buy that. 100% go buy that if you want to buy it. And then they look at themselves and they think, well, no, I don't want it that bad. Wonderful. Because if it's not worth your money, it sure as hell ain't worth my money. It's been wonderful. It's been great. We're a few weeks into this. It's been amazing. Rule number 2, I am allowed to spend money if it means I'm going to save money. I'm looking at this cat tree. I have a clip of what it used to look like. The sisal, the rope, was all super duper duper frayed. And normally, this cat tree was like $200. Normally, I would just get rid of the whole cat tree and I would buy a new one and that's that. Not anymore. First of all, my cats love this damn tree, okay? We have like 3 in the house. This is their favorite one. And second of all, there's nothing wrong with the tree. What's wrong is that they scratched it up so much that the rope needs to be replaced. So I spent about an hour and a half and $15 on one big bundle of rope, and I replaced all of it. And you know what? That's wonderful. That was $15 well spent. Oh, plus I also bought the glue. Okay, so maybe it was like $18. Well spent. 3, no more impulsive buying. And in order for me to not impulsively buy, 1, I have to force myself just not to do it. But 2, I created a wish list. And it's wonderful. And I will say there are things on that wish list that I really, really, really want. For instance, top of my list is a new pair of AirPods. Mine broke, and I love my AirPods. I have those AirPods for so long, and I use them at the grocery store, and I use them sometimes when I'm cooking, and it's the best way for me to really focus in is when I have my AirPods in. And they crapped the bed, okay, which is fair. They fell in a bucket of paint 2 years ago, and then I literally washed them in the sink, and they continue to work. Okay, so we love that. We love that. Yeah, they're done. They're done for at this point, and I am fiending for a new pair of AirPods, but I'm not gonna let myself spend that money. So there are other ways to buy things, and we'll get into that in a bit. But for now, it's on the wish list, along with some other things like some cookbooks that I really, really want, but I don't need. I am allowed to purchase gifts. I love giving gifts. There's some gifts sitting back here. In fact, I love giving gifts. The only stipulation, I'm going to force myself to check my own inventory before giving a gift. And that worked out really well for like the white elephant Christmas party that I had with my family recently. Well, last month, obviously. That was wonderful because I had gifts worth way more than what the limit was, but technically they were free to me, and they were just sitting around in my house, just taking up space. Things I really didn't need. They were nice to have, but I really didn't need them, and they were all brand new. I took them, I wrapped them, I gave it to them, and those people were so happy to get it. I call them those people. It's literally my family. But those people, they were so happy to like get the things that they got, and it got something out of my house, and I was still able to give a good gift without actually having to spend money. And this right here, if you see it, I made 5 of these. It's a gift basket packed with beauty and skincare, and I made 5 of them to gift to all of my sister-in-laws, and that one's for my sister. I'm gonna see her later this week. So like, boom, that was all my inventory, and I was able to make these really amazing gifts, get things out of my house, give a good gift. So I'm still allowed to give. However, I'm not allowed to do it unless I check my inventory first. This little beauty, this is what I call my TBR. And I think it has like 50-ish books on it. And now I must lay in the bed that I made, or however that saying goes, because I bought these books. I think, pretty much all of these books. I think I bought all these books. I got a few of them for free. But I bought these books because I thought, my gosh, it would be so fun to buy that book. Buying the book is super fun. Freaking love buying the book. It's reading the book that I don't always enjoy. And now I'm forcing myself to read 100% of my TBR before I'm allowed to buy another book. Next rule is that I have to use all of what I have before I'm allowed to replace it. And you might think, duh, that's what most people do? Yeah, not I, said the fly, because I am on 1,000 PR lists. Do you know what it would take for me to buy a mascara this year? I would have to go through 27,000 other mascaras first. So just because I saw that one that I think I really want, and I'm not on the PR list for that one, so I don't have that one, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You have to use what you have first. There are a few things where this is gonna suck because I know what I like and I know what I don't like, and unfortunately I'm out of what I like and I only have what I don't like. And so I'm gonna have to deal with it. And again, I gotta lay in the bed. I made this bed and I gotta lay in it. I made my bed. You made your bed. Now lay in it. How the heck does that saying go? Anyway, I'm laying in I made my bed, I'm in it. But yeah, this goes for lotions, bath bombs, perfumes, makeup, hair stuff, coffee stuff, literally everything. I gotta use it before I can replace it. I'm also allowed to spend money on experiences, which means I can travel. I can go out to eat. I can go to a play. I can go to an experience in the city. I can go do whatever I want. I can take whoever I want, and I can spend whatever money I want. The only caveat is I cannot come home with anything. I cannot buy a cute little Ravenclaw blanket at the Harry Potter Broadway show. No ma'am. You can go, You can eat your chocolate frog, you can have your popcorn, drink your little drinkity, but you cannot buy another wand to put in the display case. You are not allowed to buy stuff. You can only buy things that you can essentially consume, and you can enjoy the experience for what it is. So that's the only caveat there, because for me personally, spending money on experiences is not something that I find problematic in my life, and I'm not like out of control. I will say sometimes I do spend way too much money on tickets and stuff, but hey, StubHub sponsorship coming in soon. I'm just putting that out into the universe. But yeah, no, do I need a whole new outfit to go to the experience? No, ma'am. That's not allowed. You're not allowed to do that. I'm going to a rodeo. Am I allowed to buy an outfit to make me look like a cowgirl? No. We're not like addicted to DoorDash and like Postmates or whatever the other one, Uber Eats. Like that's not an issue in my life, but if it's an issue in your life, obviously that's probably something you would want to rein in and kind of get a hold of. Now I do think I'm going to give myself an allowance, or maybe you guys can weigh in on this, especially if you've ever done like a no buy or a low buy. I think I'm going to give myself an allowance. I'm thinking of giving myself a $200 allowance, and that includes things I can buy for the kids that they don't need. So $200 a month, I think, is what I'm gonna go for. And I might even pull it out in cash, and I probably won't actually use cash because like nobody knows how to give change anymore, and half these places don't even accept cash, but I'll physically take it out of the cash so I can keep good track of it, but we'll see. I do have goals. There is a purpose. As you guys heard my whys already. I want to physically have less stuff to manage. I have found that my home has become a place that I don't always enjoy because there's just too much stuff everywhere. It's just jam this here, jam this there, jam that there. 2, I want to appreciate what I do already have. I want to enjoy these books that I already have. I want to enjoy the makeup I already have. I want to wear the clothes I have. The nice clothes, the things that I feel like, oh my gosh, like my mom's having a big party for her 60th birthday in like a month or 2. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy a big ball gown. No, you don't need to do that. Go into your closet and find something to wear. You don't need to do that. Appreciate what you already have. I'm really trying to do that. I'm really hoping that's something that ends up happening. 3, I want my kids to appreciate what they have much more as well. I want to see the same things that are changing in me. I want to see those things change in my children. 4 involves y'all. I want my content to be more helpful, for my content to shift again, for me to be excited, and I think something like this could, I have a lot of video ideas that are related to this, but not necessarily about not spending, and I'm excited to film them and to share them with you guys. I want to focus on experiences instead of stuff. So I want to be able to go somewhere. I want to be able to go to Disney World if I want to and not come home with a bunch of merch. I want to go experience things, and I want the experience to be enough. I don't want to have a physical relic of the thing that we went to go do. I mean, a ticket stub is enough. I want the photos, the memories, I want that to be enough. I don't want to always have to bring something home to prove I did something. So I want to go to the Chris Kindle market next year and not buy the dumb ass mug that I don't want anyway. Like, I want to be able to just experience without feeling like I need to buy stuff, which may be difficult because I do plan on taking a trip to a very fun place later this year, and I'm gonna want to buy stuff, but hopefully I can just eat it all. We'll see. I want to use what I have and potentially just discover new favorites in the things that I have. That includes reading the books that I have. That includes the makeup that I have, the clothing that I have, the food items that we have. I want to do more with what I have. I want to purge all unnecessary items. So I think as I'm going through and I'm actually really assessing what I have and realizing what's important to me and realizing what I enjoy and what I don't enjoy, and not constantly bringing things in, I think that it's gonna make it very easy for me to purge the items that are not necessary, and it's gonna free up a lot of space for me, both physically and mentally. Finally, the last thing is that I really want to spend less money. I do want to spend less money because I think it's irresponsible the way that I spend money. I don't have any like lofty financial goals. I'm pretty slow and steady with everything. Just now that I'm like years into kind of like future planning and stuff. So I just want to spend less because it's irresponsible to spend what I'm spending, but also because I realize that it takes up a lot of my mental time. Takes up my time. I realized I was spending hours upon hours deliberating on what to put in my cart on any given day. And now that I don't do that, I literally have so much free time. It's not even funny. It's like I unlocked extra hours in the day because I'm not deliberating on what to buy and where to go, and like it's literally incredible. So the goal is to spend less. Not necessarily to save, but to spend less time shopping and stuff, and spend less money on things that I really don't need. Yeah, this is it. This is what I got going on, and I would love to know if you guys have maybe similar ideas for this year. And I don't think it matters like when you see this video. It could be, you know, March 19th when you see this video. And I still think like it's always a good time to make a change when you are seeing something in yourself and your choices and your lifestyle that you feel like could be improved upon. And it doesn't need to be like a top of the year thing. Like I said, I started weeks ago. So I started like mid-December, like right before Christmas. I was like, we're so done buying stuff. Yeah, it was a whole thing. But anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. I do have lots of other fun stuff coming, and I have some other types of content coming. Some stuff you haven't seen from me either lately or ever. And I'm excited to share it with you guys. So I look forward to this year. I hope that you guys had a really good new year. I hope you're like thriving and getting back to things. And if you're not thriving, that's totally fine too. Like you're allowed to just be mellow. You know what I mean? You're allowed to just exist and just get through the day sometimes. I feel you, girl. Sometimes it's just hard to get through the day. So I hope that you guys are doing well though, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye guys.